Point of no return. Welcome back, man. We know too much, man. We done seen too much. We've been through too much. We are experiencing way too much. God done revealed himself to us way too much, man, for us to go back to the way we used to be, the way we used to think, react, and respond to life, man. It's your Holy Ghost homeboy Slim. SLIMM, simply living in my moment, which means yesterday is gone. Tomorrow's never promised. So all you have is right now, this moment, and I hope you fully living in yours because I'm fully living in mine, man. Just back with another quick word, man. The only solution to the sickness that you're suffering is success. That's the only cure. Um, it's a lot that you see that you know that you need to take care of, that you know that you can handle, that you know that you will handle when put in the proper position, having the proper resources and the financial abilities to be able to take care of these things and really make things comfortable for a lot of people. That's why you can't rest. That's why you feel all kind of ways on the inside. Um, but even through it all, like right now, I'm feeling under the weather, not feeling like myself, but I still feel a responsibility to do as much as I can while I can. And the only way to invite success to really come into your life and manifest itself as opportunities that will knock at your door is you got to stay prepared. You have to stay ready. You have to stay willing and able to do exactly what it takes in order to achieve and attain the desires of your heart. You right there. You're so close. You don't understand that you're just steps away. You're just moments away. You just a dream away. You just a phone call away. You just an email, a text message away from being exactly where you want, where you need, and where you desire to be. When you get this opportunity, it's important that you use everything that you've been learning and put it into real play and put it into real practice so you can truly see the tangible results of the sacrifice and the seasons of drought and just everything that you had to endure in order to make this dream a possibility. You got to stay focused. Is at the end that a lot of times people lose the race. You can't think it's won. You can't think it's over. You can't think you made it. You can't think you this and that before you get these things in your hand. And even after you achieve it, you still got to stay humble and stay doing the right things and stay responsible with the blessings that God has given you. You got to govern yourself accordingly at all times. But I know that it's frustrating because every time you try to go and do something that you get interrupted, you get stopped, you get paused, you gotta hold on to that thought. You gotta, you know what I'm saying? You gotta keep everything, and it's really choppy. It's not a smooth flow or a transition. It's like you have to literally take life when you can. You have to take your moments when you can. You have to take your opportunities when you can. And the meanwhile, you still handling all your responsibilities day in and day out. You still have to work on the promise and the purpose that God has over your life. You still got to sow in that spiritual seed too. Then you still got to do up and continue to master your craft, talent, skills, and abilities so that you can put all this together and create yourself a new life. You right there. You right there. So I want you to just breathe. I want you to just take your time. And even when you can't get a moment to yourself, even when you got to sneak time and you got to sneak away just to be able to be productive, just to have a quiet enough time so you can get into your zone and really tap in and really dig deep to focus to do what you got to do to allow, you know what I'm saying, your higher self, the Holy Spirit, allow the moment to take control of yourself, to get the best out of yourself. You got to be in a certain posture and a position to let that flow and to be sensitive enough and still enough to be in that moment. It has to be uninterrupted. It has to be just you and whatever it is you're doing, and that's how you get the best work. But you better believe me, man, your family being able to see you work and being able to see the fruits of your labor, that's a beautiful thing too. Because I was outside with my daughter today, as I am oftentimes, and we were playing and I was going through my music. I'm going through my instrumentals every day, just rapping, just trying to remember, trying to lock these lyrics in, lock the sequence, lock the feel in, lock the moments in, the ad libs, do all this little works this technical work, so when I get to the studio, I can lay this down smoothly and efficiently and not waste anybody's time and come there over prepared and over equipped to slaughter, to slay. You know what I'm saying? But I'm going through my instrumental, so she hears one of my, and this is one of my favorite ones, and she say, "Daddy, that's you." Man, I wanted to cry at that moment because I'm like thinking, I'm thinking like, man, they don't understand what I'm doing or why I'm really doing this. You know what I'm saying? They think I'm just sitting outside. They think I'm just wasting time or I'm just playing around. But no, like what I'm doing is really have to step away in order to receive this quiet time, in order to really deliver the type of product I want to deliver. So when I do send these things off, when I do have to perform, I do have to present, it's accepted and it's to a point to where it's going to get us the life that we deserve. So it was good to see that my daughter recognized, like, nah, you really doing something. So through that gesture, through her saying that, it just touched my heart in a special way. And it's like, nah, keep going and involve your people as much as you can. I know, man, trust me, I know it's frustrating. Sometimes I just be wanting to wash the dishes. Some simple as that, wash the dishes, and I can't do something as simple as that because I have to accommodate everything. And like I say, my girl, that's my sunshine. I'm her shadow. You know what I'm saying? That's the light. So she a daddy's girl for real, and she is under me from the moment I wake up to the moment I go to sleep. You know what I'm saying? So I need those times and those moments by myself so daddy can commit 100% to what I'm trying to do in order to take care of her and secure her future. So it was nice to see that she understands that this is real. That was validation and confirmation that what you're doing is real. So when you have these little big signs and little big miracles and wonders, man, and it is done, and it happens at times when you really need it, when you really discouraged and really frustrated, when you feel stuck in a box, when you feel trapped sometimes, when you feel like, man, like I need this to happen right now. I need this to take place right now because it's things that I need to take care of right now. God is perfecting your path. He's perfecting your process. He's perfecting everything that you are. So again, when he says yes, when he opens a door, when he gives you the green light, it's all yeses. Every door is open, every light is green, and he wants to make sure that this transition is easy for you because he understands that your life has been difficult. It's been a lot of times where you have to adjust on the fly. You have to change things abruptly, and as soon as you get used to something or somebody, you have to change your routine again, or you lose this person in one way or another, or you got to move away. So God is trying to give you stability. He's trying to give you longevity. He's trying to give you a true foundation on which you can build upon and secure yourself, so you don't have to go so far, so often, so much in order to make your dreams possible. You just have to do this in the beginning. You feel me? Hit the road and hit the airway and, you know, do these things like that to really go get it. But once you be able to secure yourself and really plant yourself firm where you are, everybody's going to be attracted to you, and the opportunity is going to come to you, and you're going to be able to pick and choose where to go and what you want to do and name your price and all these things. But you're that close. So I don't want you to stop now or give up now or stop being ready. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, a lot of people take their foot off the gas when they see the finish line, or in our case, when they see the start line approaching. A lot of people lose their blessing because they mishandled it the wrong way. You know, it's delicate, it's fragile, and you got to hold it as such, and you got to continue to believe when everything and everybody is trying to take you away from what you know is good deeds. You got to keep working. You got to be vigilant, and, you know, whenever you can get time to do what it is that you have to do, you have to just take those moments. You can't be so picky right now. You know what I'm saying? You're going to be able to, like, once you're able to really just set things into place and set things in order, because right now things it's getting in the order, but it's not really in order. It's not really traditional. It's not really the way that is sufficient for everybody. Like, you want everybody in the situation, including yourself, to be happy with whatever it is that's going on. So now that you're being elevated and taken to a higher place, you're going to be able to allow people and assist people to slide into the positions that make them best happy and get them closer to the desires of their heart and get them closer to God and being on that walk and being on that path too. But right now, you're going to have a lot of interruptions. You're going to have a lot of disruptions. You're going to have a lot of people and a lot of just situations just trying to pull you in a million directions because your work is that important. Your deeds is that important. But every day, just get up and do something. You know what you're supposed to do. You know what I'm saying? You know what you're supposed to do. What you got to do is between you and God. So you can lie to anybody else. You can lie to your spouse. You can lie to your kids. You can lie to your friends. You can lie to your mommy, your daddy, your siblings, all them. You can lie to your dog, your cat, you feel me? But you can't lie to yourself and you can't lie to God. So at the end of the day, when you laying your head down at night, you know why you feel the way you feel. I'm restless because I'm like, nah, I'm ready to go right now. I'm ready. You know what I'm saying? You know, it's like somebody saying, okay, you next. You know what I'm saying? But they never told you when that next was gonna be. You just holding with it. You just holding that disc, and you wait for it to light up and for your name to be called. So you know your table is ready. So you know we right there, we right there, we right there. We just wait for our name to be called. We wait for our table to be ready and it's being prepared. So God, just let them put the finishing touches. Let them put the garnish on it. Let them put the, you know what I'm saying? Let them put the finishing touches on it. And once you get to where you want to be and where you need to be and where you desire to be, you're going to look back at these moments and realize that you needed all this, and you're going to appreciate every moment, every tear, every hard time, every time you felt inadequate because you couldn't do something or you couldn't provide, or, you know what I'm saying? All those times is really going to surmise itself into this moment, to this phone call, to this text message, to this email, to this opportunity that you are embarking on. You just got to stay ready. And that's the true sign of a believer. You know what I'm saying? When you ain't got what you asked for yet, do you still act like you want it? You know what I'm saying? Or do you just walking around with your hands open and you just hoping that it fall out the sky? Or are you manifested? Are you working for it? Are you truly calling for it? You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't just have the faith, you got to do the work too. So you can't just call for it, you got to send for it, you got to run after it, you got to look for it, you got to search for it, you got to ask for it, you got to, you know what I'm saying, need it, want it, and then all that's going to keep you day after day, regardless of what you're going through, regardless of what's going on around you, regardless of what's going on inside you. You're going to still continue to walk towards your goals and towards your dream and towards your destination. But I just want to tell you, bro, like, you right there. You right there. So just keep working, bro. You're not doing all this for no reason. Your living is not in vain. You feel me? Your days of existence and your days of being and becoming are not done for no reason. Your life, your purpose, every minute that you've been here, from your birth to your transition period, it all means something. And you got to understand that this life is not just yours. So sometimes you're going through a lot of what you're going through, not just for yourself, but so you can be an example to other people, and you can show them how to deal with life and everything that comes with living the right way and living according to what God say, and the pressures and the pains and the perils that come with them. You showing them how to deal with it with grace, with dignity, with honor, with just, with value. You know what I'm saying? Like, you dealing with it, holding your head up high. You dealing with it with a smile. You dealing with it with compassion. You dealing with it being realistic, but understanding that everything needs its moment, its space and time, and all you looking for is balance. Your life can't be 100% on anything except God, but everything else, it needs a balance. Balance. And you about to get that. So just continue to be patient, continue to be thankful for everything that you have, for exactly where you are in this moment, for your kids, for your wife, just for your support system, for your friends, for your loved ones, for everybody that is rooting for you and rooting with you from a distance or, you know, close to you in proximity. You just got to understand that what you're doing is big, and you about to be a bridge and a doorway for your entire bloodline to be restored. And it's going to be like, you feel me? Like, it's going to be like you reintroducing your name and your family back into society. You know what I'm saying? It's been a long time since your people been on top, because not everybody was a slave. Not everybody was put on the boat. Not everybody came here as captives, you know what I'm saying? So it's a lot of times, if you look back in your history, at some point, your history was either stolen or sold, you know what I'm saying, or erased. And what you doing is bringing your shovel and digging back those roots, and you tapping in with this ancient knowledge and with this ancient wisdom, and you using the Holy Spirit, and you allow Jesus Christ to be your mediator to God, and then now you able to go to God direct, and you just trusting him at his word, and you allow him to do whatever it is that he see fit in order to make these things possible for you. You control what you control, and you do what you can do, and the rest you leave to God. And because of that, you able to get all these blessings and get all this shine, get all this knowledge that your people left behind for you. You know what I'm saying? At some point, you know, Big Mama stopped sharing stories, and Pawpaw not there, and your crazy uncles, they not there to really get a history. And, you know, our older generation is passing and dwindling, and now we are becoming next in line. So it's like we got to pick the torch up, and we got to carry it the rest of the way and make sure that what has been started will be completed. So that's your job, that's your mission, and that's why I feel so heavy, because you're not just doing it for you, you're doing it for everybody. So just continue to stay strong, stay firm in your faith, and trust God, bro. Understand he gonna lead you and guide you through. But that's why it's difficult, bro. But the only cure to what you're going through, bro, the only thing that's gonna solve the sickness that you're suffering with is success. And trust me, bro, you about to succeed. And when I tell you succeed, it's going to be in ways that you never imagined. Yes, God showed you a lot. He shows you a lot. He shares a lot with you, but he don't tell you everything. So he got a lot of surprises that's planned for you along the way to the end of time, that's going to continue to shock you and going to continue to keep you crying tears of joy and keep you thankful and keep you giving testimony of God's greatness and God's goodness and God's mercy and God's favor. You know what I'm saying? And that's how proud he is of you. That's how proud he is of you, that he's willing to just continue to bless you from now and all times. And not only bless you, bless your people, bless your friends, bless people who listen to you, bless people who trust you, bless people who ask you to pray with them, bless people who, you know what I'm saying, depend on you. He gonna bless a lot of people through you. So you gotta receive this. You gotta see this through. You gotta complete the mission. You gotta, you feel me? You gotta see this to the end. You know what I'm saying? So just keep going, and I promise you it's gonna get better. You right there. Trust me. Till next time, Slim.